Are you done eating your pizza burger?
Hello and welcome to my channel today, Boost Makes It More. Today we're going to be talking about the Justice League. So please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And for more videos like this, watch my other house channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff. My youngest son's channel, Handy Toys and Games. On my oldest son's channel, Little Kristen. Now let's dive into the video. One of the most underrated villains the Justice League has ever faced has arrived in the Absolute Universe. In the past year or so, DC Comics has overhauled many of its iconic foes in terrifying new ways. Seriously, just look at the Joker and the horrifying monster form he revealed in December's Absolute Batman number 15. But despite all the threats that the Absolute heroes have faced so far, DC has only scratched the surface. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of enemies in DC Comics canon, and in the Absolute Universe, any of them could show up at any time. In case you haven't been keeping track, we're in the sophomore year of the Absolute Universe, and we know bigger threats are on the way. Absolute Wonder Woman just debuted. This word's version of the Suicide Squad, and popular foes like Poison Ivy and Black Adam are on their way in the coming months. But in the most recent issue of the fan favorite title, Absolute Martian Manhunter, fans are getting a reinvented villain they never saw coming. And it very well could be one of the most diverse threats to emerge so far. Justice League villain Despero returns as Despair the Zero in Absolute Martian Manhunter number 8 by Diaz Camp, Javier Julio Rodriguez, and Hanson Osterman and Huey. Paranoia is skyrocketing in Middletown, and everyone is informing on their neighbors, friends, and families. But the good news is that the FBI is so overwhelmed with tips that John Jones is allowed to go back into the field. However, Jones is preoccupied with one thought: getting his wife back. He heads to a bar to reunite, to ruminate on his situation. But his thoughts are clouded by the Martian, who is intent that they investigate the white Martian's influence on the citizens of Middletown. But John doesn't have time for that, and demands that the Martian give him one night off so that John can speak to his wife to try and repair the relationship. The Martian acquiesces and heads out to do some solo investigation. However, little does the Martian know that a sinister organization known as the Agency is hot on the Martian's trail. And while John strikes up a conversation with his wife Bridget, the Martian fights for his life when the Agency comes gunning for him. Sadly, the Agency succeeds in its mission and captures the Martian. John doesn't make much progress with Bridget and returns home, noting that something is off. He can still hear the thoughts and feelings of people around him. But now there's a sinister tone to them, rooted in hopelessness and glee. John finally notices the demonic-looking entity in his room and asks who they are. The monster claims they go by many names, such as Despair the Killer or Despair the Empty, but the one that really hits is Despair the Zero. The new entity wraps an arm around John and introduces themselves as John's new partner. Despair the Zero is bad news for the Absolute Universe. It's understandable if you've never heard of anyone called Despair the Zero, because there is no such villain in the Prime DC Universe. There is, however, Despero, an alien villain who frequently batters the Justice League, most notably Martian Manhunter. So just like how John and the White Martians were reinvented to be less like glitter or aliens and more like psychotic parasites, Despero has followed suit, though Despair Zero seems to be a bit more like the White Martian, in that they're an entity that takes pleasure in negative emotions and feelings, i.e. the complete opposite of the Martian. Why, I can't say I saw this coming. In this book, I had a feeling a reinvented Despero was going to pop up somewhere. After all, in the free comic book day special DC Comics released last year, we saw that Mirror Master had a bunch of clues hinting at future developments for the Absolute Universe, one of which was a note that read Despero. From that hint, and given that Despero is one of Martian Manhunter's villains in the Prime DC universe, I think we can safely say that Despair Zero is going to play a huge role going forward. What do you think about Despair Zero's debut in Absolute Martian Manhunter? Let us know in the comments. And thank you for watching this video, and peace out till the next one.